Do you have a really fast metabolism and are wondering if you should even try a cut? Watch this.
Our next caller is Brian from California.
Brian, what's happening, man? How can we help you?
How's it going, guys? Appreciate you having me on.
Cool.
All right.
You guys have definitely changed my life for the better, so I appreciate you. I used to be able to DM messages to Sal on Instagram, but then his memes got too fire. So,
Dude.
so here I am.
Finally, all those reports I was sending in.
I'm taking all the DMs.
Well, so a little bit of background, just to give you guys some context. Like going into college, grew up super skinny, so I was 6'3", 150 pounds. Used to have to go through the shower twice just to get wet. So all I cared about was the scale going up. And you guys have talked a lot about this, but so I wanted to see 200 on the scale, and I finally did it like by my senior year, but my body fat percentage was way higher than I wanted, like bad programming, didn't eat very well. So then I discovered Spartan racing and I got super into that. And then basically lost all my muscle. I was back down to 180 and little lower body fat percentage, was eating better. But as you guys know, all that cardio and movement and stuff, hard to keep the muscle on. So then I was just kind of figured I'm just naturally skinny. That's how it's always going to be. Well, then over the pandemic, I got super lucky. I found some equipment that I had in the backyard, discovered you guys, and just focused on getting strong. And I was able to put on about 20 pounds of lean mass. Just like listening to you guys, your programming, hitting my protein levels, all that stuff. So again, like super grateful for you guys' information. But my question was, you guys talk a lot about like mini bulks and cuts. And for somebody like me who, like, as I'm building more muscle, I'm leaning out even more. What would the benefit of any, like if any, for me to go on a cut? Like it's not really something that I would really prioritize, but.
Well, you know what you may be doing and you don't even realize. You may actually be doing mini cuts because you said you're leaning out while you're also kind of bulking. Is that right?
Yeah. It's not hard for me to eat a lot. I typically don't track calories, but I did just to kind of get an idea of my baseline, and like on an average day, like I could easily eat more, but 5,000 calories is not very hard for me to hit. And it's all good food, a lot of protein, real whole foods.
I mean, you didn't tell the audience this, but I see it written down. You're 6'3", 206 now and 9% body fat.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably look pretty dope, bro. What are you trying to do? What do you want? What else do you want?
Adam wants a picture.
Stupid.
I sent a picture in because you guys talked about like how the scale can lie. So I put the last time I was in the 200s compared to now, and it's pretty crazy to see the difference.
Yeah. You know what the benefit of a mini cut would be for someone like you? Getting your body to be resensitized to calories, because it's probably pretty hard to eat more than 5,000 calories to gain anymore, right?
That's why I said I think he's probably naturally doing mini cuts. I bet he misses his target sometimes, and that's why he leans out.
I would do like you could do like 2 weeks of like 3,000 calories, and then when you go back up to 5, you just see this just muscle come on your body. You can even do that for a little longer, just get real shredded. But it can be, and this is not common. Like most people are dealing with a metabolism that's slower than they want. It's not as common to have someone like you. This is more like me, like myself, or even Adam. I remember when Adam was competing, he ran into this problem where he just couldn't eat more because his body was burning so many calories. So you can actually purposely get your body to become, we used to use the term resensitized, but really what you're doing is just slowing down your metabolic rate a little bit, is by doing a cut for a few weeks and then going back to eating more calories, and that'll get your body more sensitive again to 4,000 or 5,000 calories. Otherwise, it's hard, right? 5,000 calories a day, every single day, 6,000. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't possibly just keep eating this much. So that would be the benefit of a shortcut, would be to resensitize your body. And what it'll feel like is you'll feel like a sponge after 2 or 3 weeks of doing that. You'll introduce more calories, and you'll just, oh my God, your muscles will fill out, and you'll feel just so anabolic from doing so. That would be the only benefit. Now, if you don't really care, just keep going the way you're going. I mean, you're crushing it.
That's that would be my thing is unless you really are trying. That's why I asked what your kind of goal was, because you're in a great place. 206, 9% body fat, 6'3". I'm sure you feel good, you look good. You're eating 5,000 calories, which probably gives you all kinds of flexibility in your diet to where you can have some foods that you enjoy every once in a while and don't feel like it just sticks to you. Like you're in a great place right now. So you don't necessarily need to do anything. I mean, but to continue on with what you're doing, unless you have specific goals that you're trying to achieve. I mean, if you're trying to continue to put on more mass and you want to be bigger, well, then with Sal's point, I mean, there's going to be tremendous value for you for almost intentionally slowing the metabolism down by going into a cut. That way, when you go to reintroduce those calories again, you'll put on some size coming out.
Interesting. Okay. I didn't really think of it like that. I guess my fear was going on a cut. Like I didn't want to lose any mass because that is my goal, is to like continue building.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Yeah. You'll lose a little bit of size just because you'll be a little depleted. But and like I said, it's like 2 weeks. Like do it for like 2 weeks. Then when you bump your calories back up, you'll go back up to where you were and then probably add another 2 or 3 pounds of lean body mass.
You did just say something, though, that I'll give you a heads up because this will mess with you. When you go from 5,000 calories down to 3,000 calories, two things are going to happen that are going to give you a mind fuck. One, in the bodybuilding world, we call this like flat, right? Because you're depleted of carbohydrates and calories. So your muscle bellies are not going to be as full. So you're going to look not as jacked as what you did just a week ago. That'll probably fuck with your head. The second thing that will fuck with your head is you're not getting as much fuel, so you're not going to probably be as strong. So you might see your lifts go down a tiny bit. If you can manage your head and just stay the course for about 2 weeks or so and then go back, I think you'll see tremendous benefit. But what happens, and what used to happen to me when I was
like 2 days in.
I would freak out. I would like, oh my God, I go to my it'd be bench day and all of a sudden I'm down 30 pounds on my bench and I look flat. I'm like, fuck this. I don't want to do a cut. This is the opposite. And you get in your head thinking that like muscle is falling off your body and it's all muscle that I'm losing right now. It's like, nah, that's not the case. You're low calorie, so your muscle bellies are not filled out. Your energy isn't all the way there, so your strength isn't there. That's all that's happening right now. Your body is not breaking down and losing muscle that fast. So I think if you can get past that mental hurdle, I think there'll be lots of benefits for you to actually do this for a couple weeks.
Okay, awesome. I'll just make sure I don't do it right before a pool party or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, actually,
or load up right before.
There you go.
Yeah.
You do a 2 week mini cut and then do like 3 or 4 day bulk right into the pool party, and you'll look amazing, especially if you're lean.
So when I first started my Instagram, I used to give these Vegas tips because I trained a couple people that I actually trained guys that would hire me to get them ready for Vegas.
To peak for Vegas.
Yeah, to peak for Vegas.
I'm going this weekend. So
okay. So here's your tip. Okay, so go into your cut right now, what Sal said, and then the day before load up on calories. So so right now start peeling down the calories, get real low. And then the day before, load up on calories. So then you'll probably push all the way up to like 6,000 calories the day before.
Yeah, don't eat a bunch of garbage though. Don't mess up your stomach. I've seen people do that. Like just get diarrhea, and it just ruins everything.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and that's actually the thing. I don't know if you saw in the email. I threw that in there too, because I'm always sharing your guys' information. Sal, like I bought a bunch of copies of your book. I give it out. I just like as far as the calorie thing. I don't know if you guys. I just don't hear you guys talk a ton about it. Like, there is a huge difference between doing it with good quality food versus just calories in general.
Yeah, here's the difference. First off, you start with the basics, calories, right? Not all calories are the same, because then you go down and then you have macronutrients, proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. But then even then, it's not all the same, because then you got to go to, how do these foods make me feel? Everybody ignores that. They think, oh, if I look the same, it's the same. No, it's not. If your macros and calories are identical, even if you get the same body fat percentage and you look the same, 99% of the time, eating whole natural foods means you're going to feel better. You're going to have better energy, more stable, better digestion, and ultimately that results in a better looking physique in the long term. So that's really what you want to pay attention to. So yeah, I mean, we could go in a lab, create a bunch of shakes that have the right amount of proteins, fats, carbs, and calories, and then just live off that. I guarantee you're not going to feel the same. So you're not going to feel the same. And after a year or two, you won't look the same, because the way you feel will start to dictate your behaviors, and those behaviors will change, and then forget about it. So that's the way you want to communicate it.
the first time I got over 200 pounds, I was just distraught that all the goldfish and chicken nuggets weren't turning straight into muscle. I didn't understand it.
That's literally Justin's favorite lunch.
Yeah. Just add string cheese and we're good.
A little ketchup on the side. He's ready to go.
Right on. Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, man.
Hey, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you.
You got it, brother. Have fun in Vegas.
All right. Hey, thank you. Take care.
You got it.
What a great place to be, huh?
Yeah, totally. But you know, a lot of people don't identify with this because like, oh, poor him, he's got to eat 5,000 calories. But you know, hey, look, it's challenging too. It's
Hey,
like,
grass is always greener on the other side.
yeah,
dude.
totally.
Yeah.
It's not super easy. I like the second part where you asked about the food differences, and that's just it. It's just look, you could eat the same amount of calories. This is what one of my big issues with the IIFYM crowd initially. It's like, yeah, okay, your macros are the same, calories are the same. You're not going to feel the same. You just don't. Your energy is going to be off. You're not going to feel as good. Your behavior is going to change as a result. It's not a great long-term strategy. And then I'll argue this. I've known a lot of stage competitors who have literally tracked this. You're one of them, Adam, where you ate a diet that was identical. It just had included more processed foods versus one that was a whole natural food. You don't look the same.
Yeah.
You just don't look the same.